You ever found yourself staring at your phone, wondering if you should text her back? You're probably thinking, if I wait too long, she'll lose interest. But what if I told you that you've been playing the game all wrong? What if I told you that the real power lies in not texting her back? In today's video, we're going to flip the script. I'm going to show you how to shift the dynamic and make her text you first. This isn't some pickup artist trick. It's rooted in human psychology and lessons from ancient Greek philosophy. By the end of this video, you'll have a whole new perspective on dating and communication. Ready to turn the tables? Let's get started. So here's what we'll cover today. First, why texting her back too quickly or too often kills attraction. Second, we'll dive into the wisdom of the ancient Greeks and how their philosophies on desire and self-control apply to modern relationships. And finally, I'll give you 3 practical strategies to make her chase you, not the other way around. Stick with me to the end of the video because these strategies will change the way you think about attraction forever. But before we dive into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos. And if you find this helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs this advice. Someone who's always the one chasing. Let's start with one of the biggest mistakes guys make in dating, chasing. Now, I know what you're thinking, but isn't chasing part of the game? Isn't it normal to pursue someone you like? And the answer is, not really. Let's break it down. When you're constantly texting her back right away or sending message after message, what you're really communicating is this: I need your validation, I need your attention. And guess what? That kind of neediness is a major turnoff. Even if she liked you at first, this behavior can quickly push her away. It's simple human psychology. We tend to value what's scarce and take for granted what's always available. Think about it. If you have constant access to something, you stop appreciating it. Ancient Greek philosophers like Plato understood this concept well. In his works, Plato wrote about how desire is sustained by a sense of incompletion, by the chase itself, not the capture. So when you're constantly texting back right away, you're removing the mystery. You're telling her, I'm here, I'm available, I'm waiting on you. And once she knows she's got you, her interest will fade. But when you don't respond right away, when you make her wait, that's when she starts thinking about you more, wondering where you are and why you haven't responded yet. In fact, think about the times when you were really interested in someone. It wasn't when they were flooding you with attention, right? It was when they were just a little bit out of reach. That's where attraction lives, in the space between. Now let's take a lesson from the ancient Greeks. Aristotle, one of the greatest philosophers of all time, talked a lot about self-mastery. He believed that true power comes from controlling your desires, not letting your desires control you. This concept is key in relationships. Aristotle believed in something called the golden mean, which means balance in all things. Too much of something can be just as bad as too little. In dating, this balance is critical. If you text her too much, you overwhelm her. If you text her too little, you seem uninterested. The sweet spot is somewhere in between, where you're engaged but not overinvested. Aristotle's idea of self-mastery applies perfectly here. When you choose not to text her back immediately, you're exercising restraint, and that restraint signals to her that you're in control of your emotions and your time. You're not at her beck and call. You have a life, you have priorities, and she's just one part of it. This is the kind of attitude that naturally draws people to you. The Stoics, another group of Greek philosophers, believed that true strength comes from not being ruled by your emotions. In fact, they argued that the less reactive you are, the more power you hold. So when you receive that text and you feel the urge to respond immediately, stop, pause, give it some time. In that moment, you're practicing one of the most important Stoic principles: control over your impulses. And here's something interesting. Did you know that studies have shown that women are more attracted to men who don't text back right away? There's actual research behind this. According to a study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, unpredictability plays a huge role in attraction. When she doesn't know exactly when or how you'll respond, she's more likely to think about you. It creates a sense of mystery and keeps her interest alive. So the next time you're tempted to fire off a response right away, remember this: waiting a little could actually make her want you more. This isn't just theory, it's backed by science. All right, now let's get into the practical side of things. How do you apply these ideas to your day-to-day texting? Here are 3 strategies you can start using today. Strategy 1, the 24-hour rule. When she texts you, don't respond immediately. In fact, give it some time, at least a few hours or even a full day if the situation allows. This might feel strange at first, but it sends a strong message. You're not desperate for her attention. You're busy, you have a life, and you're not just sitting around waiting for her to text. Strategy 2, keep it short and simple. When you do respond, keep your messages short and to the point. Don't send long paragraphs explaining yourself or diving into deep emotional conversations. A simple, "Yeah, that sounds cool," Or, I'm busy right now, but I'll catch up later, is enough. You're showing her that you're a man of few words, someone who doesn't need to over-explain or seek validation. Strategy 3. Create space in your schedule. Don't always be available, whether it's texting, calling, or even meeting up. Make sure you have a full life outside of her. When you create space in your schedule, she'll naturally start to value the time you do give her. If she knows you're not always accessible, she'll start to wonder when she'll get to hear from you again, which keeps her engaged. By using these strategies, you're shifting the balance of power in your favor. You're no longer the one chasing, you're the one being chased. At the heart of all of this is one lesson: patience and control. These are timeless principles that go beyond dating. They're life skills. The ability to control your impulses and not act on every emotion or urge is what separates leaders from followers. And in relationships, just like in other areas of life, the one who can exercise the most self-control is often the one who holds the most power. The Stoics taught that we should be indifferent to the things we cannot control, but we should master the things we can control, like our reactions, our behavior, and our decisions. So the next time you're tempted to grab your phone and text her back immediately, pause. Take a deep breath. Remember, the power lies in restraint. You're not playing a game. You're practicing a skill that will serve you in all areas of your life. So, remember, the next time you're staring at your phone, wondering if you should text her back, ask yourself this: what would the Stoics do? They'd wait. They'd stay calm, stay focused on their purpose, and let the other person come to them. And that's what you should do too. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share it with a friend who could use this advice. And drop a comment below. How long have you waited to text someone back? Let's hear your stories and keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, and remember, real strength is about restraint. Don't chase, attract.